What's up with them?
They got traded
When?
today. That's the league, man. We cogs in the machine.
Dang, man, that's cold-blooded. Man, we sweat with them. We went to war with them. They just gonna throw them out like yesterday's news? That's it? I might as well say bye while I got a chance. Hey, hold up, y'all. Hey, man, I'm sorry to hear about that. Y'all keep your heads up, all right? Ball out.
I'm sure you've all heard we're going to have some new faces around here. We all know that change is part of the business. Your job is to make the new guys comfortable so that the transition on and off the court is seamless. We rise and fall as one.
Yo, I'm glad you're here. We're a tight group, so watch and learn. And when you feel comfortable, do your thing.
Hey, as long as it don't interfere with me doing my thing. I'm just playing, man.
Welcome to the film room, everybody. Coach wanted me to give you all a little breakdown on some of the key points of emphasis strategies we'll be using moving forward. As you know, the entire staff feels it's important to review the basics from time to time, giving everyone a better understanding of what coach is expecting when you're out on the floor. It's going to help the team win more games. Simple as that. Now let's get to it, gentlemen. Getting to the basket and playing physical on defense. So here we go. Now, there are times when coach is going to want us to really focus on getting to the basket. We have some talented players on this team who are capable of getting to the rim just about any time because of their ball handling, speed, and ability to finish inside. When we run into a team that has weak perimeter defenders or is not very good at defending the rim, coach is going to want us to go strong to the hoop whenever possible. Now let's take a look at some game film showing how we can try and get to the rim for some easy baskets. Here we've got a nice dribble drive play. The ball handler takes his defender off the dribble and gets all the way to the basket for an easy bucket. When we go up against a team with poor on-ball defenders or a team that's not good at protecting the rim, we need to be able to take advantage. And on this next play, look how the ball handler sees a lane open up to the basket and quickly attacks before the defense can react. Easy score. If you've got a lane, attack. No hesitation. Keep these examples in mind when coach says he wants us to focus on getting to the basket. Okay, up next, playing physical. We got some very physical players who like to use their bodies against weaker, smaller teams. We should be looking to take advantage of those size and strength mismatches by wearing out our opponents over the course of the game. Now let's look at some film so you guys can see what playing physical on the defensive end looks like in action. Here we go. See the defender pressing up on the ball handler? He's not giving him any room to move. You need to be up tight on the ball. Make sure you put a body on them to slow them down. The more physical we play, the better our chances of winning become. On this next play, the defender is down low, bumping his man out of the paint and further from the basket. That's what we need to do when coach asks us to play physical. When they're on offense, we need to lean on them all the time and just keep wearing them down. Okay, that's going to do it for today. There's no excuse not to know what's expected of you when coach calls for either of these points of emphasis in a game. See you at practice.
You got it, coach.
Yo, remember back on the bully when cats used to harmonize like, yo, check our situation. Yo, my men. My women, don't forget about the dean. This is not the most the king, yo. It's about a thing, yo. Feel real good, wave your hands in the air and lick 2 shots in the atmosphere.
And now, introducing your Orlando Magic. Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 10, Evan Fournier.
We're in the place they call the Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida. It's the home of the Magic, where we are broadcasting our action live today. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA. Jake subbed in for the Magic.
News coming out today that he'll be signed to this team for the rest of the season. What a weight off his shoulders to hear that.
You know, it really is. As much as he had been focused on the game, he always had that what-if feeling in the back of his head, and now he can put that to rest knowing he'll be on the roster. That's a good feeling.
Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against Indiana.
And I thought the key was their ability to stretch the defense. They got pops from behind that three-point line, and that really gave them the margin they needed.
Yeah, that's right. It opened up things for them in a huge way. The defense was never able to get comfortable.
Our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month offensively. Anthony Davis third.
And there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively, face up or back to the basket. They can get it done.
And that's what makes that list so intriguing to me, Steve, just how varied it is in terms of technique each of those big men use. I mean, you could fill a textbook by taking a little piece of each of their games. I mean, they all do something different and unique and do it well.
Here's Gordon, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, trade rumors circulated around Eric Gordon last season. Makes you wonder if there was some buyer's remorse from the Pelicans after they matched the Suns' 4-year, almost $60 million offer sheet.
Kicks it to Harris. Harris gets the screen from Cameron. Back to Payton. Magic moving the ball around. It's stolen by Davis. Now here's Gordon. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. The kick out to Holiday. Dishes it to Davis. Back to Holiday. Fires from deep. And he gets the bucket. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Nikola Vucevic has a basketball pedigree. I mean, it's pretty impressive. His father played professionally in Europe for more than 2 decades, including for the Yugoslavian national team. His mother was a player as well. So you might say his DNA was set up to play the game.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Well, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80% now.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
The Magic making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. There's the bucket, good. And that's 13 points for Davis. And Vucevic, a growing celebrity in his native Montenegro, building on his family's basketball legacy.
Yeah, Vucevic, perhaps not a household name yet in the United States, but the way he's begun his career, that may not be the case for long.
Passes it to Oladipo. Clock at 6. Runner in the lane. That's good. And the Pelicans with possession here. A 12-point game. Davis kicks to Holiday. Pass to Gordon. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Magic. Gordon comes in for Channing Frye. The Pelicans also changing it up. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Davis. And Elliot Williams subs in for Gordon. Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. High post shot. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
And they've been on fire offensively as a result, Clark.
Here's Cameron. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And with a moment now, let's check out some stats for Tobias Harris. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. I'm sure he's happy with the way things have been going. Those are some nice, steady numbers.
Well, how could he be unhappy about him, Steve? I mean, he'd probably like to see just a little more of an uptick in him, just the same, but nothing to not be content about there.
And Anderson gets it to go.
You know, they've been doing an excellent job, Kevin, on the offensive boards here, keeping the ball alive and then converting those second chances when they get them.
Throws it up high, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
And Holiday kicks to Williams. Back to Holiday. Right side, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. That's good from Holiday on the assist from Williams. And it's 9 points for Drew Holiday. The Magic trailed by 14. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Monty Williams.
Well, Kevin, he said that they didn't want to take what the defense gave them tonight, saying we need to play our game. I told my guys to go right at their defenders and make plays happen. If we sit back and don't be the more aggressive team, we'll just be digging a hole for ourselves. Sounds like they have confidence in their ability to score, guys.
Appreciate the report, Doris. So, Steve and Clark, how does their offensive strategy fit into this matchup?
Well, I think they want to dictate the tempo, and that means really attacking the defense, getting out and running and moving the ball.